teamfights, which he definitely has been more of his strength as a mid laner so far. S12K
engage opportunity a little bit more than just the hook, but it's still going to be kind of Team Queso's map to run, at least until they fall behind, at least on the bottom half. Chris obviously will be an engaged threat, Feibai obviously is an engaged threat, but they're a little slower to get started on the bottom half of the map, so I want to see Team Queso play through Ibu, give him gold early, and yeah, Acolyte's just up there. You can get him ahead.
Yeah, it's tough because, like you said, it feels like there are a few too many carries you want to play to, and obviously you don't really have the time to play to all of them. So someone is going to have to be self-sufficient in the 1v1.
And I would bias towards that being Ibu, just both because Acolyte has definitely earned the trust of his team in this event, and also because Kai'Sa can do that. You can play an insurance policy Kai'Sa. This is very popular in the SEA meta. You just put a Kai'Sa in the bottom lane. She's not going to do anything terribly flashy, but she's pretty survivable. And once you get to late game, she'll do enough teamfight damage to be a teamfight.
Why do I get the feeling that we are going to get Protobelt Thresh? I believe that's the Hummer special, Protobelt on every support. I think he did it on Thresh already this tournament.
Yeah, S12K is famous for playing Garen support. That's also something that happens in the SEA region, or sorry, in the Chinese region. So you can't predict, is what I'm saying. I do expect this to be a little more prio on tank from S12K. So if that's the case, they're actually pretty light on engage. It's kind of just that top side, Feibai and Chris start finds for ThunderTalk.
Definitely saw them play objectives a lot though, so we'll see if they can get that done.
Early attempt to shut down Acolyte coming out here as Chris paths up.
Seen this before, this is basically the same game they tried last time, and they've decided against it. Maybe not, they're gonna get the wave pushed in. Ruiz gets cuts off by Z, that's pretty big. And Chris now gonna zone up the Jax, gets on top. Stun is there. Ooh, lovely Q threading. Feibai flashes in for the stun. Acolyte, not many places to go. Out of summoners now, and that is the first blood for ThunderTalk.
Behind the tier 2! They are so determined to shut down that Jax. The ThunderTalk dive the tier 2 turret.
S12K, double play, looking very nice, but here's Andre shutting down Azure. There's the kill they needed on the other side as Queso do answer.
And the upside to having an insurance policy Kai'Sa, as Ruiz looks for a kill here.
See here, but maybe a little late. Yep, out of mana, there's the shield. Just getting away there.
Just throwing cards. They don't do anything magical, they're just playing cards.
Unfortunate. But nice answer, honestly, from Andre. They needed to make a play on the other side of the map, and they did.
And this is the upside to running an insurance policy, Kai'Sa, is that if things go wrong, if your ideal carry falls behind, say hypothetically to a 3-man dive behind his tier 2, the Kai'Sa can become your carry.
I will say, though, this was very well played by ThunderTalk to set this up. This looks like impossible. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, Acolyte. As soon as the stun ends, boom, he's hit by the resonating strike. Chris with the flash to finish it off. Very well played. Just the perfect turret dive, tier 2, 1 minute into game.
Yep. You know, the usual.
The usual.
Yep. It happens every game. See it all the time. ThunderTalk. First blood answered well, as we said, by Queso. Was Andre actually invading? We don't see this very often. S12K says, get out of my jungle. Andre says, maybe, maybe not. Rui's gonna join us, and now we gotta leave! Click on the button, and we did indeed do it, but Azure burned the ulti as well.
Ruiz spending the destiny, and this really does mean that it's a bottom lane game. It's a bottom lane game for Team Queso.
One lane only.
Because what's happening in the top lane is pretty miserable for Acolyte. He's down to a single plate on that tier 1. So all the gold for Team Queso goes to Ibu now, and you hope that's enough to win him.
Almost out of plates there on top side. Acolyte is defending the tower with his life.
Gonna have to start serving food in bowls. It's a little awkward.
You know, you run out of stuff. Dishwasher's broken, eaten out of a mug.
You're like, this soup could be drank.
Ooh, good little hit there from Memorize. Great quickness there as well. Nice ulti. Z gonna turn it around. 1v2!
My God!
It would have happened, but Memorize was there with the shield.
Memorized keeps Ruiz alive by maybe 1 HP. Ruiz was sitting on the flash, so a testament to his faith in his support.
Almost got him killed though, in his defense. So Memorez did the right thing and saved the play at the end of it. Zua, sorry, no ulti, flash and heal though available. S12K shutting it all down. Andre flashes in! There's the trade, but it's now 2v1 for S12K. Oh, that's not who he expected! Ruiz. There's Ruiz over the top with the stun, knock up out of Rakan, and that's a beautiful double from Team Queso.
Rift Herald summoned in the mid lane here for ThunderTalk, and Team Queso are not plus. They'd like to keep putting gold into Ibu.
One lane game. Oh, Ibu going for the play. That's not it. Fabai is going to shut that off.
Z does it again, just shredding Ibu. His only option is to ult in to try and turn that, and there's no way that works out. So Team Queso lose this trade quite drastically.
Oh, no minions. So there's the cannon. I take it back. Fabai. Enhanced it by the Orianna. This should be so easy, and indeed it is. Fabai just walks up and kills him.
And that is a turning point for this game, because ThunderTalk have now eliminated both potential carries, as this, what was a very well executed play around Founders. Nothing works out here, but Andre still manages to lock down what he wants. We're still going.
Yeah, we don't have time. We've got still ThunderTalk making the play. Z gets another kill. There's the double. Ruiz gonna make it 3, just feeding them. No, not yet. Fabai instead. Oh, that is the wrong direction. The punish is the maximum out of ThunderTalk.
Disastrous. I think you're absolutely right to blame them. I don't think that was the right call to Destiny Gate into a 1v4 in the best of situations, but he very much should have had a 1-for-1 there. And Ruiz, I don't know if it was a tap cast, the auto-targeting messing with him, or just a flick in the wrong direction. Either way, a mechanical error means that Ruiz misses out on the 1-for-1 trade. And even as I was moments ago saying that Team Queso have kind of lost their carry threats, doubly so now. This is a very difficult game for them to turn. Kind of the only angle is through Drakes.
Well, just again here, the Axe replay setting it up here. ThunderTalk just dive and dive and dive.
And look at that, teleporting to a 1v4. There is still one minion underneath that turret. So he taps it to tap cast and auto-targets the minion.
You hate to see it, but could, of course, drag casted that and avoided all that issue.
You can't tap cast. Gamers, never tap on your skill shots.
You tell me that every day, and still I don't know. As initiation here for Queso. Look at alright, Shockwave is very nice though out of Z. Is going to protect the low members on the team as S12K was getting a bit spicy in it.
Chris down bottom, shoving in the way, kind of not clutched by the earlier attempt on his line.
He's chilling. He's got, you know, Fabai in the back pocket. S12K is doing the thing. Chris is the Baron laner now. He wants to take these towers. He's you know, moonlighting as the solo laner for the time being, as ThunderTalk find themselves up about 4,000 gold already. Memorez tried to make it happen, stun onto Azure, but no follow-up, and that's just going to dissipate. Queso find nothing there.
Yeah, Team Queso are trying to force these fights, which is understandable. It's their only angle back into this game. Using the CC chain they do have. There we go. Fabai, not spotted by the Oracle Lens. But having said that, it's obviously not working out for them. So how do you pause this game? How do you put this game on hold so that Ibu, Ruiz, and Acolyte can deliver on your late game? I think it comes from this Rift Herald trade. Try and get just objectives on the board.
Yeah, maybe cultivate too much as Fabai is going to punish Acolyte in the front line. Now fighting back, actually, this could be a font of life, but instead it's Z. Just waltzes on in for the double shockwave.
And I think we can take back what we said at the beginning of this, which is Z, you know, looks good in team fights. Is he a good mid laner? Yeah, he's delivering here on the Orianna. Using Orianna's increased movement speed to just be everywhere the team needs him to be, delivering on massive shockwaves, team fight after team fight. And Z is one of the best players in the world in now 2 different roles as ThunderTalk continue to put Team Queso in the dirt.
I mean, the solo lane tip for ThunderTalk just absurdly far ahead. 2,000 gold plus ahead of their opponent so far in this game. That is basically the gold lead that ThunderTalk are currently sitting on. Ebu actually doing pretty well, sitting up 1k over Azure, but it's just going to take so long for this Kaiser to get there, and now again, desperately find 2 with the chop. That's a great knock up there, but Azure gets the ulti out. Z's still alive.
Ebu.
No, he did die. Take it all back, and Azure now trying to live, but I think it's a bridge too far as Chris does find the kick, gets the kill. It's the bowling alley frag. As now Acolyte's going to die as well, and Ruiz has just got nothing left. Fei is going to get one as Chris has found himself a quadra kill from beyond the grave, and S12K almost makes it 5, but Ruiz lives for now.
Chris with an incredible leash in play manages to make the impossible happen. Team Queso in a very good team fight here, and it all vanishes in the blink of an eye. Take a look at the engage from Team Queso. It's darn near perfect. Massive play out, forces the shockwave very early on with both Ruiz and Ibu just kind of free-firing. This is exactly what you want. Ibu flashes in to finish up the kill into Azure, and then that happens. And even now, you see Ruiz, this is pretty good overall for him. This is pretty good overall for Team Queso. They slow down the pace of play again. See if it's enough.
They definitely need time. That ball is, pretty well positioned. That's
wow.
okay. Found the double play off the back of that. And Queso just not respecting the seed power of Orianna.
And look at the chains there. The teamwork, gold card into Shockwave as the immediate answer. The second that stun lands, ThunderTalk had the CC to protect from it.
And this could be it if they go for it here. We've got Jax on the bottom side of the map. They are going to move in for it. Chris gets another kill. Shelly's charging to the Nexus. It's just disrespect all over the Rift as ThunderTalk are going to have to leave the Jax.
The split lane in the bottom side of the map, Acolyte has single-handedly forced a reset, and he's going for the inhibitor. They're not going to be here in time. He's going to get this turret.
Gonna keep hitting it. Fei here, just in time, perhaps, to save the day. Acolyte is ignoring it. Yep, Counter-Strike's up, hits it down. He's opened up the map. Fei's going to punish him. I don't think Acolyte can leave here. Flash, maybe I'm wrong. As Acolyte turns around, Fei's like, I don't like this at all. Chris says, don't worry, buddy.
Oh!
No, I don't. Acolyte gets the kill from the grave.
And now in the middle of the map, Ruiz has found Z. He's all alone.
Flashes out, gonna be okay, but Team Queso went from Shelly charging the next and almost losing the game to Acolyte saving the day.
I've never seen a game get closer after the Rift Herald collides with the Nexus.
All right, we're gonna have to take a breath. A quick pause, because we're not gonna get very many. About play TJ was looking for as Team Queso are routed. Azure is just splitting back through mid.
And in the middle of the map, Azure is going to be able to free fire up to this Nexus as Ander runs for his life. Andre is going to get back to the turret, but Ruiz and Anders now need to hold this turret for so long, need to hold this Nexus for so long versus 5 enemy players.
Yep, 2v5 right now. Chris tags Anders. He's going to get to see him now. They're just going for the Nexus. There's nothing Queso can do. ThunderTalk, even with Acolyte's heroics, are going to take the 2-0.
What a performance from Acolyte, who has emerged from this tournament as the, I think, by far standout player over on Team Queso.
A, B, C, D, cover T, the single score.